Hey guys, welcome to your practice. As the title already says, we're going to work on a strengthening yoga class with this sequence. I've sequenced this class all around building strength for the physical body. So we're going to move through quite strong and heated asanas today, yoga postures. And also we want to create more strength within the inside of ourselves, the inner body, the inner landscape. Sometimes we get a bit out of balance. We may not have as much time to look after ourselves. And it's really important staying strong within your body as well. So it's not just what the physical body looks like. It's more about how you're feeling and how you can kind of spread that inner strength to your outer body and to everyone else around you. If you work on the holistic side of things in your yoga practice, we're going to focus on the third chakra, which sits below the base of the sternum and the belly button. And it's called the solar plexus, the third chakra that we're going to look at. So just this space between the navel, the base of your sternum. If you want to kind of work on that, think of breathing into that area and allowing the body to really focus on strengthening the core, the center of the body as you move through your practice. And yeah, let's get started. I look forward to seeing you on the mat. We begin today's class in Virasana, Hero's Pose. So as you come onto your mat, sit your hips or sink your hips towards your heels. Place your hands down onto your thighs or your knees and allow your palms to face up. If this posture at any point doesn't feel comfortable, just change your seated posture and make sure it's accessible for your body. Let's roll the shoulders up and down the back. And encourage the spine to lengthen a bit more, the crown of your head to reach up towards the skies. And as you're sitting here in a comfortable seated posture, notice if you tend to arch the body quite a lot or if you're rounding slightly, and think of aligning your head over your heart and your heart over your hips. So you're kind of creating one line running down from the top of your head towards the base of your spine, your tailbone. So just so you become more aware of an active upper back. And then whenever you're ready, either soften your gaze down towards the floor, the earth, or if it's comfortable, I would suggest you close your eyes for a few moments to begin. And let's take that initial moment as we come onto our mats to arrive in our bodies, to arrive back in our practice. So to me, this is like a ritual. As soon as I step onto my mat, as soon as I close my eyes, I withdraw the awareness, the attention from any outer things happening around me and bring it back towards myself. And as you do that now as well, allow your shoulders to soften, allow your physical body to relax for a moment. Feel the back of your hands heavy on your thighs, your laps, and the palms are opening towards the skies as a gesture of receiving energy, receiving anything you might need for your life, for your practice today. And as we're working on strength, the area of the solar plexus, the Manipura chakra, you can also visualize to begin with that this space is yellow. So the third chakra is yellow. We imagine yellow light. And just maybe feeling how the center of your body gets a bit warmer as you visualize this color. Thinking of the element of fire as we begin to focus our minds, our bodies towards building strength. And just have a think before we start to move into our practice, maybe setting an intention where you would like to build strength in your life or in your body. Where do you want to get more powerful, more confident? Where do you want to feel more safe with having that inner power, that inner strength? If nothing comes up straight away, don't worry. Just allow your mind to start focusing on your breath now. And today we work on Ujjayi breath, our ocean breath, our breath of fire. If this is not familiar to you, there's other videos where it explains it a bit more in depth. But you can visualize as you're inhaling and draw the breath down into the body, that you create a bit of smaller channels. So you create a light constriction at the back of your throat, sounding like this. And as you're exhaling, imagine you're creating a ha sound with your lips gently sealed. So this sounds like, and then you combine those two, you breathe in into the area of your third chakra, the center of your body. As you're exhaling, release the breath out. So for a few moments, let's tune into that deep abdominal breath, that heated breath of Ujjayi. Start to listen to the sound of your breath. Imagine breathing into that energy center of the body, that third chakra filled with yellow light. And as you're breathing, really feel how, as you bring more oxygen into the body, this is kind of allowing your body to heat up from the inside out and the energy to spread across the whole body as a first practice of our yoga today. Don't be shy, allow your body to rise and fall with your breath. Allow your mind to connect to your breathing as well, so you're arriving in this very present moment. And as we move through our practice today, and I will remind you, we try to breathe with Ujjayi to support the body with that heat from the inside out. Very nice. Now you can slowly open your eyes and make your way into Balasana, your child's pose. Bring your big toes together, knees as wide apart as you like them to go. Come onto your fingertips and reach your arms forward. So we come more into an active child's pose with the palms lifted on the fingertips, and then allow the forehead to soften down towards the earth. Don't worry if the head is lifted off the ground. Just see how much you can sink your hips to the heels and how much you can allow your forehead to soften for a moment. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Lengthen your arms away from the body. And as you create more length, more of a stretch in your back body, see if you can come back to Ujjayi. On every inhale, feel your body rising. On every exhale, notice the body gently softening, that very light release through the muscular body. Let's take 3 more rounds here. With every inhale, stretch your arms further away from the body. Lift your hands, crawl your fingertips away. With every exhale, see if you can soften the chest and the heart slightly more to the earth. For you, it's probably 1 more breath here. Inhale, full stretch through the arms, full breath in. Exhale, feel your hips becoming heavier and heavier. And then gently start to rock the hips side to side. Sway the head from left to right, so you're massaging the forehead. Staying with our deep breath whenever you can. Very nice. And then pause back at your center. Let's come up into tabletop. So walk your hands in toward your body and slowly lift yourselves into tabletop. Palms underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Spread your fingers wide, connect your fingertips firmly to the earth. Press through the tops of your feet, bend your elbows slightly, and for cat and cow, drop the belly, lift your chest and your gaze, breathe in deeply. With your exhale, tuck the tailbone under and round through the whole spine. Look toward your navel. Again, inhale, keep your body forward, shoulders over the wrists, arch your spine, roll your shoulders away from your ears. With your exhale, start rounding the spine from the tailbone. Tuck your chin to your chest, press the mat away. Take 3 more rounds, follow your own breath. As you're breathing in and out, think of creating heat, creating strength, already here by this simple movement. Quite a lot of time it's about the intention we have for the practice. So come back to that strength that you want to build in your own life. And then carry on moving through cat and cow, but now as you're rounding the back, lift your hands, come onto your fingertips, come more into a rounded back. And then as you move into cow pose, tuck your toes under, lift your tailbone and your head slightly up. Again, for a cat pose, lift your hands, come onto your fingertips, round, push the mat away, and then dropping the toes down, lifting the chest and the heart. Let's take a couple more breaths here. Exhale for cat pose. Inhale, drop the belly, lift your chest and your gaze, toes stretch as well. Last round, come into your cat pose. And then slowly release the body back to a neutral spine. Pick your left knee off the mat and start to create circles. So now we try to move into our hip joint by creating circles with the knee. Try to stay steady in your body. So your hands, your right foot are firmly connected. See if you can keep your body centered as well. So notice if your body is swaying to the right. Claw your fingertips down and keep breathing through these circles. Change direction. With every round, see if you can gain a little bit more depth, a bit more movement here for the hips. Round your upper back towards the ceiling. Stay strong in the core, so connect to the power, the energy center of your body for this practice. And then let's slowly release the left knee. We're going to move on to the other side. So pick the right knee off the mat, start to circle into one direction. So any direction you want to go first. Breathe in and out. Lift the back of your head slightly towards the ceiling as well, and keep looking down so your head is in line with your spine. Change direction. Take about 3 to 5 more rounds depending on how fast you're circling here. Very, very nice. And then slowly release your knee back down to the mat. From here, straighten your left leg away from the body. Pivot on your back foot, so you're opening that leg in a warrior two stance, into a warrior two stance. Lift the right toes and move them further to the right side of your mat. For a modified side plank, lift your right arm, left arm rather, up towards the ceiling. Take a moment to look up towards the left hand and then flip your left palm to face the front and extend the arm above the head. Now from here, this is option 1, you can stay here, or lift the left foot, flex the toes away, and see how far you can hover the leg off the ground, creating strength in your outer thigh, creating strength in your left leg. You can either look down, you can continuously send your gaze up toward your fingertips. If you're shaking, that's good, that means you're alive. Take one more inhale, push that foot actively away, stretch into your fingertips. Very nice, and then let's take that to the other side. Release left hand, left knee, and then let's extend the right leg. Pivot on your back foot, lift the left toes, move them further to the left side of your mat. Once you're ready, take that right arm up and overhead, send your gaze towards your fingertips. Really ground into the outer edge of your right foot, and then flip the right palm to face the top of your mat. And as you extend the arm, see if you can lift the right side of your hip a little bit higher. Even here, tuck your tailbone slightly under, maybe engage the glutes. And then if you've done it on the other side, lift your foot, flex the toes, and try to lift your leg off the ground. Make sure your shoulders are away from your ears. You can look down, you can look into any direction that is beneficial for the neck. Connect to the center of your body, breathe deep down into the area of the solar plexus, the third chakra, or just into the belly for you. Take one more inhale here. Very, very nice. And then slowly release. Come back to center. Now bring the tops of your feet onto the ground again in tabletop. Draw your belly button toward your spine and then start to hover the knees off the ground. Creating more strength, more fire in the belly. The lower the knees are down, the more tricky it is for the body. Press the tops of your feet evenly down. Lift the upper back towards the ceiling. Lift the back of your head. Take one more inhale. And then for child's pose, release the knees. Soften your hips back. Soften your shoulders, your arms, your whole body for a moment. Take one stabilizing breath here. Inhale. Exhale. And then for tabletop, for 2 more rounds, come all the way back and up. Spread through the fingers, connect your fingers firmly to the mat, and once you're ready, hover the knees off the ground. Have a light bend in your elbows. Lift the back of your head. See if you can create more length in the spine by reaching the crown of your head forward. Take one more inhale. Remember why you're here, why you're practicing today. Very nice, and then slowly release. Sink your hips back, Balasana, child's pose. Allow the body to soften for a moment. And again, we work on strength, on physical postures, but see how much your breath, how much your focus can actually bring strength into your practice. Lift yourselves back into tabletop. One more round. Inhale and exhale. Hover the knees off the ground. You can also look at your knees, see if they're about evenly lifted, and try to lower them just a little bit further. Hug your navel into your spine, connect to the space between your navel and the base of your sternum. Breathe in, breathe out. Now this time for downward facing dog, release your knees, curl your toes under, take your hands, one hand width further forward, and then slowly lift your body into downward facing dog. Start to move your downward facing dog. Bend one knee to the chest after the other. And we're going to just stay here for a brief moment. So come into stillness, stretch your arms away from the body. Lift your hips towards the skies. And now lift the heels high off the ground and descend your knees back down to the earth. Your hands are already further forward. Shift the body forward so the shoulders are over the wrists. Untuck your toes, and then let's lower down halfway. Coming into our chaturanga prep. So halfway down, bend the elbows and push back and up. 4 more rounds. Inhale and exhale. 3 more. Breathe in fully. Exhale. 2 more rounds, creating strength in the body. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more round. Inhale. Hug the elbows slightly in towards you and exhale halfway down. And then from here, press back up, downward facing dog. Curl your toes under and lift yourselves back into your down dog. Let's start extending the right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee, open your hip and start to create circles. Keep your right foot rather floppy, but the right knee fully engaged. So you're really drawing circles with your knee. Change direction. Look toward your foot, toward your knee, or somewhere towards the back leg that allows your head, your neck to relax. And now as you're coming back up with the knee, you relax the right foot towards your left buttock, lift your right knee even higher, shift your body about halfway forward, so slightly lean the shoulders over the wrists. And now for wild thing, drop the right foot to the side towards the left side of your mat. Drop your hips down for a moment. Have a look that your left hand is fully connected And then let's inhale, lift the body all the way up toward the ceiling. Straighten the right arm away from the body. Lift the hips. Take one more breath here. And then back into your three-legged dog. Release your right hand down, turn your body. Lift the right leg straight up towards the ceiling. And then release. If you ever need a break during your practice, you can always come into child's pose. Maybe you pause the video, and then once you're ready, lift the left leg. Bend your left knee, open your hip, and then start to create circles. Left foot is rather floppy. Arms stay nice and strong, so this is your firm connection in this posture, your strength. Change direction, keep breathing with Ujjayi. And then next time your left knee is opening up towards the ceiling, allow that knee to open even more. Drop the left foot towards the right buttock. Open your body halfway forward. Look toward your left foot and then bring it down to the mat for wild thing. Release your hips and then shoot up. You use your energy to lift all the way up. Stretch your left hand forward. Relax the head as much as you can. Inhale. And then downward facing dog. Three-legged dog. The left leg comes up. And then slowly release it down to the ground. Take a moment to catch up with your breath. Again, a moment to connect to your inner fire, your inner heat, your Ujjayi breath. From downward facing dog, nice and slowly lift the heels and roll forward into your plank. Full body plank with the knees lifted. Shift the body forward and then lower yourselves very slowly down to the ground. Bring your hands onto either side of your body onto the floor. Lift your elbows above your wrists. Make, again, cups with your hands. Come onto your fingertips. Now for 5 cobra waves. Lift the chest off the ground. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. So the head is looking up as the last thing. And then drop the shoulders. Open your heart. Inhale here. And exhale. Roll the body back down. Soften the forehead. Let's take 4 more. Inhale. Lift all the way up into a very high cobra. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax the body. 3 more rounds. Move in your own tempo with your own breath. Listen to the sound of your breath for your last round. Inhale, full cobra. And exhale to release. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift back into your plank. So press your body up halfway, all the way, and then into downward facing dog. Look forward and walk your feet through to the top of your mat. Uttanasana. Forward fold. Feet are hip width. Arms are fully relaxed. Head is heavy. And after all that work we've already done on the arms, rotate your wrists to one direction, and then the opposite way around. Maybe you roll through the shoulders, maybe the head. So any movement that allows your body to release and relax again here. And then very slowly tuck your chin into your chest. Lift yourselves halfway or start to roll up to standing here, if your back allows you to. And then as you come up, find mountain pose, your Tadasana. Feet still hip width, spread through the toes, open your hands forward. Take a moment to just find stability. Find power in this very simple standing posture. So feel the ground, feel the whole length of your body. And then let's start to flow. Bring your big toes together, heels about 1 fist width apart. Utkatasana chair pose. Sink your hips down low, open your arms forward. Rotate your pinky finger in and your thumb out. So you're having an external rotation through the shoulders. As you sink down, make sure you can still see your big toes. Take one more inhale, lift and lengthen into your fingertips. And then exhale to forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, invite energy into the body, lift halfway. Exhale, soften and release, warrior one. Step the right foot back, ground your right heel and lift yourselves into warrior one, Virabhadrasana one. Turn the right hip forward, the left hip slightly back. Take one more inhale here. And then move your arms around the body, place them to the front of your mat, sit back into downward facing dog. Roll forward into your plank. Let's take our first vinyasa. Shift the body forward, lower all the way to the ground. Inhale for cobra, baby cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Either through tabletop or plank, always find your way back into down dog. Now look forward, step the right foot between your hands, pivot on your back foot and lift the body into warrior one. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle, navel is drawing in towards your spine. Inhale here. And exhale, release your hands down, step back into downward facing dog. Once you get there, roll forward into your plank, bring your shoulders over your wrists. Second option for your vinyasa, shift forward, lower halfway down. Breathe in, lift into upward facing dog. Knees are hovering off the ground, shoulders are dropping away from the ears, and then start to lift at the hips. Come up into downward facing dog. From here, let's inhale, extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Knee towards the nose, breathe in a three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your knee forward, one-legged plank, hover it off the chest. 4 more rounds, inhale, push up. Exhale. 3 more, inhale. Really use your breath here. Inhale, full stretch. Exhale, one-legged plank, round the upper back. One last, breathe in. And breathe out. Downward facing dog. For opposite side, extend your left leg, flex the toes, look forward, knee towards the heart, hover it off in your one-legged plank. Push back up, 4 more rounds, relax the head, and then as you move forward, look towards the knee. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more rounds, building strength. Inhale, building fire. Exhale. Last round. Downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, lift your heels, again look forward, and with 2 steps come to the top of your mat. Relax the head, relax your neck, and then to come up standing again, roll through the spine vertebra by vertebra. Mountain pose, Tadasana, release your shoulders. Let's move through 1 more round, warrior one. Bring your big toes together, heels apart. Utkatasana chair pose, sink your hips low, open your arms forward, try to lift your hands as far as you can, relax the shoulders away from your ears. Bend your knees, bend your hips, challenge the body, connect to your core, inhale, and exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Lift halfway for Ardha Uttanasana. And then let's start with the left foot. Step your left foot back, warrior one. Feet hip width apart. And then lift your arms forward and up for Virabhadrasana one. Bring your hands together and then draw your thumbs towards your heart. Palms are in Anjali Mudra. Elbows are parallel to one another. Shift your weight forward into your right foot. Connect to the strength, the energy of your right leg. Lift the left heel. And then continue that journey forward for warrior three. Lift your left foot off the mat, flex the toes and push the heel away. This is where your posture starts. Try to find a point of focus that is not moving. And then breath after breath, maybe you lower yourself slower into your warrior three, or you stay where you are. Don't go any further than parallel to the floor with your upper body. It's all about creating inner strength, inner focus. If your mind starts to tell you something different, come back. Know you can do it. Take one more inhale. And then for revolved half moon, bend your standing leg even more. Flex the left toes. Bring your left hand to the floor, the earth, and then start to open the right arm straight out and maybe up towards the ceiling. This is a really tricky twist, as you might see. I need to balance myself here as well. But it's all about falling, coming back in, finding your strength, time after time, moment after moment. Inhale, reach your right fingertips, take one more breath. And then for down dog, release the left foot. Step the right foot back, come into downward facing dog. Let's move to the other side. Left foot steps forward in between your palm. Ground your right heel and open your body up into warrior two. Warrior one. Hands come together, draw your thumbs toward your sternum. You know where you're going. Connect to your left foot, lift the right heel. You can also take one step further forward. And then as you lift your back foot, flex the toes. Breath by breath. Come into warrior three. Notice how much strength also lies in stillness as you come into warrior three. Reach the crown of your head forward, press the heel away from you. And then bend your left leg more. Right hand is touching the earth, right fingertips. And then from here, for a revolved half moon, lift your left arm out and slightly up. And the longer you stay here, the more you try to push the right heel away, the more you try to look up toward your left hand. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. And then for downward facing dog, find your balance and step the right foot back. Downward facing dog. Let's take a moment to connect to the breath. Drop your knees down, mat width apart, big toes together. Balasana, child's pose. Bring your hands toward your heels. Fully soften your forehead. Relax your arms. Listen to the sound of your breath. Maybe notice how the body feels now in comparison to when you started, when you stepped onto your mat. Remember, every day feels different. Some days it's easier to access our strength. Some days we will need to work really hard on coming back to the inner power. So it's great how you're at, or where you're at today. Beautiful work. Now let's make sure we don't get too sleepy. Come back into your downward facing dog. Hands move forward. Feet are grounding and the hips are lifting back and up. For our three-legged dog now, extend your right leg again up towards the ceiling. We have done one round with knee to the chest. For this round, think of your right elbow. Inhale, straighten the right leg, and exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow. 4 more rounds. Inhale, push it back and up. Exhale, open your hip. Bring the body forward, shoulders over the wrists. 3 more to go. One more round. You can do it. We do it together. One more. Inhale and exhale. From here, step the right foot straight forward. Lizard lunge. Hands come to the inside of the right foot. You can either stay in a high version of lizard with your left knee lifted, creating strength through the abdominal wall, strength for the legs. If you need a break, listen to the body and bring your knees down. Now in your lizard lunge, wherever you are with the knee down or lifted, walk your fingertips forward and away from the body. Create length in your upper body, your spine. Lightly push the fingertips forward and away from you. And then move your hands towards the left side of your mat, so you can open the hips even wider. Tilt your body slightly towards the left and allow your head to relax again in between the upper arms. From here, let's come back to center. And then for everyone, drop your left knee down to the floor, untuck your toes for a moment. Now, this is challenging for me as well. So it's the whole practice. But it's one of the postures which I'm not actually able to show you. But we're going to move through together and you will get the idea and maybe go there. For scissors, a nice balancing arm strengthener. Take your right arm underneath the right leg. Connect both of your hands so they're roughly underneath your shoulders. That's how it starts. So you're bringing the upper body down. You try to push the leg into your upper arm, the upper arm or the shoulder into your leg, so you're resisting. Then again, curl your left toes under, start to shift the body forward and walk your right foot away from the body. Maybe that's where you're staying. You could gently rock forwards and back, creating strength and flexibility, or you could lift the right foot off the mat. Now this is where I can't go any further, but you could try to tilt the body forward, lower yourselves down onto your left arm, and then balance both of your legs into the air. Again, you might just rock forwards and back. It's all about trying. Breath by breath, practice after practice to maybe go more into the posture. And then let's release wherever you are. Come back into lizard lunge. Walk your hands to the left and continue that journey so you come into a wide-legged stance. Feet are as far away apart as you like them to go. Upper body softening. Gently bend the knees side to side here. If the upper body is quite lifted, the hands are not reaching the floor, you could hold opposite elbows, sway left and right, bend one knee and then the other. And so we can go straight onto the other side. We walk the hands to the left leg. For your three-legged dog, bring your hands onto either side of the left foot and swing the left foot all the way back. Breathe in here for a one-legged plank. Come forward, left knee, left shoulder. 4 more, inhale. Exhale, lift the knee maybe a little bit higher. 3 more rounds. One more to go. Again, hover the knee off the ground, look forward and step your left foot to the outer edge of your mat. Bring both of your hands to the inside. You can lower the back knee, you can keep it lifted, and then walk your hands away from the body. Look at your back heel if you have the knee lifted, and try to lift that heel even higher. Lightly push the left knee forward, relax the head. Walk your hands towards the right side of your mat, and again lower the head down between your upper arms. Lightly push the hips to the left as you extend and move the body to the right. And then for a fun posture for this practice, scissors. Walk your hands back through to center. Let's lower the right knee down for a moment. Hook your left arm underneath that left leg. This is where you're starting. Spread through the fingers. Walk your left foot forward. You can lift the back knee or keep it low. And then try to balance yourself. You can lift the back leg as well and maybe rock forwards and back. And again, I always want to show you that I am not perfect. I'm not a superhero yogi. So that's how far I can go on this side. You might lift your back leg. You might balance your body forward and hook the body onto the right elbow. Wherever you get to, push the mat away. Take one more inhale. And then slowly release. Well done. Left foot comes down. Hands move again to the center of your mat. For your wide-legged fold, this time you can either grab hold of the outer edges of your legs or hook your peace fingers around your big toes. Lift the hips, back of your legs are nice and long, and open the elbows away from one another. With every inhale, feel your body rising. With every exhale, relax and release the muscular body just a little bit more. Very, very nice. And then let's come back to the top of our mats. Hands move to the center and then forward towards the right foot. For your vinyasa, step straight back into your plank. Shift forward with or without the knees. You can do chaturanga or come with me through cobra. And then either through tabletop or plank into your downward facing dog. Now our last version for this three-legged dog into one-legged plank is going to start again with the left leg. Lift your left leg up, flex the toes. Think of your right elbow. This time we bring it across, left knee to the right elbow. 4 more rounds. Inhale to lift. Exhale towards the right elbow, look forward. 3 more to go. Push the fingers forward. Left knee, right elbow. One more round, inhale. Exhale here. Now bring the left knee towards the left elbow for a pigeon pose. Drop the knee down. Left foot is over towards the right side of your mat. Shuffle the right leg back towards the end of your mat. Make sure you have an angle with your hip here. So the knee is moving further out to the side. Toes are flexed off the left foot. You can stay up here or you can come into a pigeon forward fold. Your forehead might be resting on the earth. You can create a pillow for your forehead with your fists. With every inhale, lightly push the legs, the feet down towards the ground, the earth. With every exhale, surrender and allow your body to soften just this extra bit here. We're going to take about 5 more rounds of breaths. If pigeon is a new posture to you, it's a very deep hip opener. You can prop your left hip with a block or with a book so you can rest your hip. And then from here, slowly walk your hands back in. Connect your palms to the earth and nice and slowly find downward facing dog. Walk your legs out here, bring movement back into your joints, your knees. And let's keep that energy. Go straight to the other side. Extend the right leg up. Keep your shoulders externally rotated so your upper back is nice and open. Breathe in, breathe out, right knee, left elbow. 4 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more rounds. Breathe and lengthen the body. Breathe out. Bring it across. I always forget counting, but I think it's 1 more. Inhale. Extend the leg. Exhale. Right knee, left elbow. Bring the left knee, the right knee rather, to the right elbow, and then drop your foot towards the opposite side of the mat. Walk your left leg away from the body. Open your right knee so you're at an angle. Flex the right toes. Square your hips off so both hip points are pointing forward. And then make your journey into a forward fold. Bring your awareness back to that 3rd chakra, or you can just visualize that space between the navel and the sternum. And really draw your breath towards that part of your body. Every time you're inhaling, know and feel that you're drawing breath, you're drawing prana, energy into the body. Every time you exhale, feel that energy and allow yourselves to surrender. There's so much power in stillness, so much power in being mindful, being present. So again, power doesn't always mean physical postures, physical practices. Whatever it means to you, wherever you're working on Come back to that. Beautiful work, everyone. Now let's walk the hands back in. And this time roll onto the right hip and swing the left leg forward, out in front. Connect your feet to the earth. Frame your body with your arms. And then nice and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, lower your spine down to the ground. We're going to do that a couple more times. On the inhale, lift the head and slowly curl up through the spine. See if you can connect to your navel, the center of your body. Breathe in, really lift your heart, lift your chest, belly's touching the thighs. And exhale. Last round, inhale. Take it as slow as you like, as slow as you can. Breathe in, open the heart, the chest. And then with your next exhale, we're going to come to lie down on the mat. Well done. From here, if you have a hairband, maybe you take that out now so you can really relax the back of your head, your skull to the earth, or either way, tuck your chin down to your chest so your head, your neck is nice and long, and then lift your knees to your upper chest. Rock the body side to side. Massage your back, your head by rolling the head left and right. And now we really start to slow our practice down, and that's where you can then connect back to the strength, the power of your breath, your ujjayi. Hug your left knee in, straighten the right leg down. Open your left knee into a 90-degree angle, right hand on the left knee, spinal twist. Release the left knee all the way over to the right side of the mat. Keep both shoulders down for this practice. Lengthen the left arm away from you and send your left ear down towards the ground. Look towards your left armpit. And now as you're inhaling, gently roll the head so you're facing the right side. Breathe in fully and breathe out as you move the head back to the left. Continue with that movement. If you want to add something, you inhale, you lightly push the knee toward your right hand. And as you're exhaling, you fully let go. Relax the right foot. Take a few more counts of breaths here. One last round wherever you are. And then bring your head back to center. Unroll yourselves. Bring the left knee to your chest. For half happy baby, draw the left knee to the left side of your mat. Lift the foot so it's facing the ceiling. Option 1, you thread your left arm around the back of your leg, or you can hold the outer edge of your foot. Right hand stays on the right hip for stability. With every exhalation, see if your knee goes a little bit further to the left, so your hips can open up here. Lightly push the right heel away from the body so you have a long leg. And then let's come back to center. Release the left foot straight down to the mat. Hug your right knee into the chest. Open the right foot into a 90-degree angle. Left hand on the knee. Bring it up and over into your twist. Extend your right arm away from the body. If you don't have that much space, bring it into cactus arm. So you're bending at the elbow. And then look towards your right armpit. And again, start to coordinate breath and movement as you roll side to side. Strength also lies in letting go. So how much can you surrender? How much can you become present? Strength lies in your breath. So coming back to that, take about 2 more cycles. If you haven't already, close your eyes now. then release. Release your head back to center. Roll yourselves out of your spinal twist. Bring the right foot up towards the ceiling, half happy baby. Option 1, you thread your arm around the back of your leg or you grab the outer edge of your foot. Left hand stays on the left hip so you're not rolling to one side more than the other. With every inhale, with every exhale, just notice the sensations in your body. Notice the change that is happening throughout our practice, throughout your practice. Beautiful, beautiful work. And you very, very well deserved Savasana today. Start by now extending the right leg down so both legs can move away from the body, maybe mat width apart, maybe further. Extend your arms away from the midline. Press the back of your head down and bring the shoulders further away from your ears. And make sure before you fully surrender that you're really comfortable in the body. And that could also mean that you lift your knees, bring them towards one another, just allowing yourselves to come into that complete state of relaxation, the complete state of letting go. Take one more breath out. Allow that be a sighing breath out. You've done amazing work. You've done a wonderful practice. Really, really well done, everyone. And now it's time to relax. It's time to completely surrender. Allow your body to take in all that good work. Stay for as long as you can in your Savasana. And before you start to move, connect your hands to your heart in Namaskar, Anjali Mudra. Bow your head to your heart in gratitude. Namaste.